Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Last time, we got Terra back in the party, and we also... Oh, I showed you a montage of the Veld, that's right. Some more rages for Gao, and I remember that episode was actually really short. So this time, we're going to kick it off with a couple fights in the Coliseum that I would like to get a couple items. Now, one item that I wasn't sure how to get was the Falchion sword. You actually get that from Jador, you just gotta buy one. I was like, oh yeah, duh. So I went and bought one so I could get myself a flame shield. And we're going to use Setzer. He's got his double trump set up so he can do instant death attacks on this outsider. Also, you can tell that it's just basically a ninja. Yep, instant death. I win. Easy win. Victorious. Now the reason I wanted to get a flame shield now and not wait till I do the next dungeon is so I could go into Edgar and equip it, because it'll be extremely useful for the battle that I could not handle earlier, if you remember, where I bet the... which sword was it? The Aura sword, I believe it was? The Aura knife, I guess it was called. And I fought this battle already before, but I lost. And the biggest reason I lost is because I couldn't absorb flames. Now, I guess I could have worn the red jacket, now that I think about it, but I wanted to just get a flame shield because I'm going to probably come back here and get a bunch of flame shields later for a later dungeon. But for now, let's just kick some ass. It would be nice if he just dies on this jump. I could have got lucky and beat him without the flame shield, but it's just so much easier to beat him with it. Nice. Triple jumped him. Now, this is the move we need to block flame, so we'll be alive after this one, which would be nice. Now, the biggest reason I wanted to do this battle right now is because I want to actually get the weapon... Not the Strato weapon that we're going to win from this, but I'm actually going to bet that Strato sword that we're going to win right now. I'm going to bet it already and win another weapon that Edgar can actually use. And that's the only reason I'm doing this right now, because I want to get one of Edgar's best weapons in the game, if not the best. Kind of just depends on what your preference or play style is. Anyway, this battle is pretty much all but won now. We just have to wait for Edgar to actually do something. There you go, Edgar. There you go. The next battle is going to be a lot harder, though, to win the weapon the lance that we're going to get for Edgar. It's going to be a lot harder of a battle. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. But anyways, we got ourselves the Strato. Now, I'm going to go save it real quick just in case I lose, and I'll be right back. I mean, I am playing this on my actual, on the Wii Virtual Console, so I can't exactly, use save states just in case I lose. So saving it is the only way I can keep my items in case I lose. Now, the item I'm looking for right now is the Strato, which I have no idea where it went. Oh god, I hate this. I should always put it at the top. I was watching H.C. Bailey do this part, and he always put the item that he was going to bet at the top, and it was so much easier. But I'm just too stupid to do such a thing, I guess. Anyway, here's the Strato knife. We're going to fight this Aquila bird, which is actually really difficult, and only hope that I can win. It's all up to what Edgar actually does, because it does require a little bit of luck. Because this thing can kick your ass pretty good if you're not careful. But as long as Edgar can jump, we got this. And if you didn't see what weapon we were going to win, it's the Pearl Lance. It did say, right? It wasn't one of the ones where it says question marks. I don't know. I wasn't even reading. Let's just hope that I win from this jump. Oh, nice. The quadruple jump. Nice. Fucking awesome. I think it's the first time you've actually got to see me do a quadruple jump. Perfect timing to see that. Hell yeah. So we got the Pearl Lance for victory, and that is probably the most awesome weapon for Edgar in the game, because when he lands his jump, there's a % chance that Pearl, basically the holy spell, will also be cast at the same time. Pretty friggin' awesome. Alright, so I'm going to switch up my party real quick, and I'll meet you in a second. Alright, so all preparations have been made. Let us head toward our next destination, which is the place where the pigeon flew. If you remember, the pigeon that we watched fly after we delivered the letter for Lola to the pigeon, it actually flew to this town right here. And based on how the map is set up, this is the town of Zozo, if you remember. Hey, look, it's a bird. It's the pigeon. Now, where did that pigeon just go? Well, maybe we should follow him. But to do that, we actually have to obtain an item first from one of the people who are walking around here. If you remember, somebody told us that someone around here tells the truth, right? Well, that guy is this guy over here. Where did he go? By the way, the enemies around here are all the same enemies that were here before. The guy must be back here somewhere. Okay, well, he fucking walked behind the building. Anyways, so he says, climb the stairs of the building with a sign cafe on it. You can find a path leading to Mount Zozo. Okay. Never been there before. with Rust Rid, you can open that door. Oh, okay. And I'll take it. 1000 GP? I'll take it. 1000 GP? Well, worth it. You're probably curious as to what my party is right now, but once we get into Mount Zozo, we'll be showing new battles with new enemies, so you'll get to see it in a moment. Anyway, to get there, we have to go back up. And we gotta go through the door over here, I believe. Go back outside, and I don't know if I showed this on screen. I think I did. If you talk to this door, it was rusted before, but now that we have the Rust Rid, the rust is dissolved, and we can go inside, leading us to Mount Zozo. And our first battle with a new enemy, the Ursus. Now, the first thing you want to note is all enemies in this dungeon do nothing but physical attacks. So, the first thing you might want to do, if you want this place to be ridiculously easy, and how dare you steal my money, you fucking bear, okay, is to cast Vanish on all your characters. Now, I'm probably not going to get it on everybody in this battle in particular, but we're going to get it all on there eventually. Anyway, since all the enemies here cast nothing but, or not cast, but do nothing but physical attacks, having everyone having Vanish pretty much renders all their attacks completely futile. Now, I do get my money back, right? Yes, I do. Okay. There's no way that that thing drops 8,000 GP, so it definitely got my money back there. Okay, so another thing about this dungeon is it contains a lot of fucking awesome treasure, like the Ice Shield. We won't be needing the Ice Shield right this moment, but eventually we'll be using that a lot. Also, the Flame Shield, and I think... Okay, this isn't what I thought it is, but Red Cap, also a fantastic piece of equipment. We will be equipping it on... Let's go ahead and give it to Sabin, just because. It's a really nice piece of equipment that, if you remember, the Green Beret gives you an HP boost. Well, the Red Cap gives you double that. Alright, here we go, another new enemy. Oh, I was about to say, what the hell, Tara? How come you don't have Vanish on you? For a second there, I thought you didn't have Vanish. Shit, it might take me longer to get Vanish on everyone than I thought because I keep killing everything so fast. Alright, here we go. Now we'll get Vanish on everyone right here. Save Edgar. And then we'll save Sabin. And I didn't state what my party is, but you can see it. Celis, Terra, Edgar, Sabin. Boris, clearly just a palette swap of the Gigas we fought earlier. Nothing special to talk about there. Like I said, all the enemies here do nothing but physical attacks. You don't have to be afraid of anything in terms of special magic abilities that can take Vanish off or do status effects or any crap like that. You're pretty much safe. So, because you could do such a thing, this is actually a fantastic place to grind for level ups. Nice. Terra just learned Flare. That is fantastic. And actually, no, we're going to put on Tritalk. By the way, for Celis, which I actually want to switch hers to let's give her Bahamut so she can learn Flare now. But for Celis, I actually already learned all three of the level 3 spells of elements, like Bolt 3, Fire 3, and Ice 3 with her. And they're all pretty good. By the way, I just got a Thunder Shield, the last of the trinity of elemental shields. I'm going to give it to Edgar because we're going to be using it real soon here in a moment when we get to the next few rooms. And yeah, so Terra's still working on the level 3 spells though. For some reason I'm fighting nothing but the same 2 enemies over and over again. Oh wells. Anyway, there's the Aegis shield, which is also a really good shield. It's actually good to go with the Minerva, because the Minerva actually nullifies all elemental attacks. So if you have that combined with the awesome Aegis shield, it's pretty good combination. Now speaking of that, I should probably have the Force shield on as well, because it'll help in an upcoming battle as well. I'll put it on Terra. That'll actually help her out quite a bit. Anyway, the last treasure here is out here. It is the gold hairpin. So that has pretty much it for the treasures here. Gold hairpin. I've pretty much explained what that does. If you need a reminder, it's the thing that halves your MP use. I won't be using it probably ever. Anywho, we're almost there actually. Okay, finally a new enemy, a Punisher. And actually, now that I think about it, I think there's an enemy that I wanted to fight that you can only fight on the outside area by the bridge that I'm probably going to want to go fight real quick as soon as this battle's over. And the main reason I want to fight it is because it's a really good rage to have. Yeah, I think I will go do that exactly. I don't know why the bear ran away. He didn't steal anything from me. I mean, that's the only downside to fighting those Ursus bears, that they run away after they steal your money, but he didn't even do anything, so what a douchebag, right? This place is fantastic for money, though. Anyway, I'm going to walk around here until I find the enemy I want to fight, and I'll see you then. Oh, look, it only took me one battle. I didn't even have to make you wait. The Scrapper is what I wanted to fight. It's actually a really good rage to have, which I wish I would have already gotten. I think you can actually fight the Scrapper in another area in the game. That's why I could have already gotten it. I think it's somewhere on the world map or something. I'm not exactly sure. Point is, it's a good rage to have. And at some point we are going to be using Gao again, even though I said last episode or episode ago that I wasn't probably going to use Gao a whole lot more, even though I used him a lot in the early parts of the game. I mean, there are parts where you have to use all your characters. If those of you who've played Final Fantasy VI know these things, there are multi-party dungeons still left in this game, and they're quite interesting and fun to do. And some of them, well, you're going to want to use Gao because he's a good party member to have overall. Anyway, let's check out this save point right quick, and I'll meet you after. Alright, so I saved it, and I changed up a couple things in my equipment. You'll see the fruits of that labor momentarily. Now, I may have said there's no more treasure, but there is a treasure chest over there, so I sort of lied. What could be inside? Well, let's press the button, and oh my god, it's a dragon. Yes, the second dragon that we will be taking on in this game, and what is sometimes considered one of the more difficult, or most difficult, in the game. Now, if we just wait here for a minute, he'll actually run into us, and we'll be able to take his ass on. Here we go. It is the Storm Dragon. Now, my current, what do you call it? Vanish status is not going to help me. So what we're going to use to help me out here is we're going to use Golem, and we're also going to use Zone Seek. Those are two very... Oh, crap. Now that I think about it, Edgar just jumped, so he's not going to get the effects of the wall and the Golem thing I just casted. But that's alright. It's not going to matter. And the reason why Vanish doesn't really help is because Storm Dragon's going to use arrow attacks. And arrow attacks are going to kick my motherfucking ass. Because they basically, they wear off your... Wait, oh, this is Terra. What am I doing? I'm thinking this was Celis. Anyway, what they do is they wear off your, yeah, they wear off your Vanish status, so it doesn't really matter. Edgar still has it because he didn't get hit yet. But anyways, those moves are going to hit me pretty hard, except for the fact that Celis has the Minerva. I gave the Thunder Shield to Edgar, so that's going to help him. So I have ways to, like, sort of defend part of the damage I'm going to be taking. By the way, Bolt is the way you want to go here. Normally I would be trying to do blitzes with Sabin, but I'm just trying to talk. It's hard to focus on the blitz command when I'm doing it, but his almost 3,000 damage I'm pulling off each attack there is working out just dandily for me. And there is the arrow attack I was fearing. It actually didn't do as much damage as I was worried about, plus Edgar was in midair, completely safe from harm. Anyway, ill-prepared for this battle can be pretty difficult, but because I have Bolt 3 and Edgar with his awesome Pearl Lance, I kicked some complete and utter ass. And that's how I do. Ownage. Storm Dragon, done. 10 magic points. Edgar learned Bolt 2. Now the reason why he learned Bolt 2... Oh, but for winning we get the Force Armor. That's more important. But the reason why Edgar just learned Bolt 2 is because some of the shields actually inherently, automatically make you learn abilities. You know, I should probably show that. I guess I could. So if you press... what do you press? Press select? There's a way to, like, look at the items. How do you do it? I'm trying to remember how to look at your... Like, if you have an item, you can actually look at... It's like... you just double-click on it. There you go. Ice 2 at a 5% rating, or whatever. 5... Whatever. It goes up 5 every time. And I believe the Ice Shield has the same thing, and so does the Fire Shield. So you can actually learn spells with some equipment, which is going to be a downside in the arena, but it's still going to be... It's free spells. I'm probably never going to use them, obviously, because I told you I wasn't going to. So there's that. Anyway, I'm not going to heal up. I'm good. Let's just head... We're done with this dungeon pretty much. Let's just head through the way. Let's just go. I was contemplating healing up, but it's not really necessary. We're almost done with the place. Just got to head down here and out the door and stuff. And did I already mention that this is a fantastic place to grind? And not just for level ups, but for money, especially for money. Lots of these battles give you 25 to 6,000. It's just shitloads of GP. Anyways, what the fuck are these silk flowers that are beautifully made here? What is going on? There's a treasure chest here, though. Oh, it's locked? Well, maybe when we get locked, we'll figure out how to open it. Dear Lola, I am writing to beg for your forgiveness. I am guilty of perpetuating a terrible lie. I have only now realized the error of my ways. I hope I can correct a great wrong. Your boyfriend, who you thought was in Mobilis, passed away from some time ago. I have been writing to you in his stead. We humans tend to allow the past to destroy our lives. I implore you not to let this happen. It is time to look forward to rediscover here and embrace the beauty of life. You have so much of life left to live. Cyan definitely is who we're about to get back on our party. Hell yeah, there he is. Our old friend, the Samurai Master, the King, or I should say, the last descendant of the Doma. It's Cyan, baby. I don't know why I'm so excited to get him back. I hardly ever used him before. But I'll try to make a concerted effort to use him a little bit more in this part of the game. The world will fall before the dawn. Or, whatever. Delightful dawn, noble is hope. I was going to read that all cool, but never mind. Never mind. Cyan! Ooh! His eyes just popped out of his head. Hey! You're alive? I forgot what voice I was doing for him. Gotta get a little bit deeper on it. Cyan! I shall go with you. I shan't leave the world as it is. But how did you find me? Wait! Tell me you didn't read my letters. There we go. That was a little bit better. Oh, God. What's he doing? What's he doing? Yeah, we read your letters. Oh. He's gonna hide his flowers like we didn't already see them on the way in. Yeah, a little late on that one, buddy. Oh, look, more flowers. Hide them. I swear, I didn't make these myself. I swear. Anyways. These, they're, merely of a diversion of mine. Sure they are. Cyan, these flowers are gorgeous. They're beautiful. This is an outrage. Why is it such an outrage? Seriously? Yeah, they're beautiful. Did I fucking stutter, bruh? And then he laughs about it. You're silly, Cyan. You're still silly. Can we just join up again? I learned of that poor girl when I passed through Miranda. When I heard that she had sent a letter each day, but never received any replies, something inside of me snapped. And all I saw was red. As I wrote to that girl, I realized I was very much like her. I was looking behind, full of despair. My eyes were closed, and then something changed. Uh-huh. Is that right? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, we're gonna get like a little scene of something? Oh no, he just disappears and dissipates into midair. Or midair. Dissipates into the world. Well, you can actually open this chest right now if you walk over here and grab this key that's blinking on the ground. And you can see what's inside the chest, which I always hoped was gonna be treasure, but if you look inside, what? A child could use this machine. This is a joke. I'll never be afraid of machines again. Found machinery manual and book of secrets. Uh-huh. Are those actually special items? Books. Simple books on machinery. Okay then. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess we're done here. So, can we warp out of here? If we can, that would be nice. Warp? Because I'm done here. We ain't got nothing left to do. There ain't nothing left for us here. Alright, so one last thing I would like to do before to end this episode. Now, I know this episode's probably really long now, but that's okay. I don't care too much. I just want to have this all in one episode because it goes together. We fly back to Miranda. Actually, hold on. I had to go change my party real quick because Cyan actually has to be in the party for this to even be a thing. Fly back to Miranda and we're going to talk to Lola, the lonely widow. Well, now that she knows, or she's about to find out that she's a widow, I should say. The unbeknownst widow. Let's see what she has to say. I knew that these flowers and letters weren't sent by my boyfriend. I just didn't want to admit it. I was lying to myself, but I'm alright now. As I read those letters, the pain I felt in my heart became bearable. I'm sure whoever wrote them has suffered greatly. I wish I could meet him. And here he is. Actually, I am here. Get out of the way, Edgar. Look to the future. We have a lot of life left to live. That was a pretty good alliteration. Lot of life left to live. Cyan exchanged the letters. Uh-huh. I'll take your words to heart. I'll be okay. Yay. Read the letter. Wait, didn't we... Ugh. We already read this. Why? Why did I read this? Why? Okay, thank you. God. I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the little aftermath, how that ends. And that will conclude this episode of Final Fantasy VI. So next time we'll do some more random recruiting and stuff. So this has been the Funky G, and remember, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. You gotta come on and let me out. Peace. In this episode, I checked out Mount Zozo. Theories are, Mount Zozo was there all along, but was it really? Along with other places in this world, they just popped up as soon as the world went to ruin. Is Mount Zozo one of those places as well? Or was it always there? Chime in.